Say kid in Portuguese?
Niño.
Menino.
Close enough.
Exactly.
Are there any enye's in the Portuguese language?
I don't know. I haven't looked that deep.
Oh.
I'm
well, how do you know what child is? Why do you know that word in Portuguese?
Because that was the first lesson on Duolingo. When you were checking.
Is this what we're recording?
See if I was doing anything. No.
Okay, anyway, it's recording, so.
Alright, you want to sign us in?
Yes.
Okay. Hop, 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 hop.
RA.
You do not go to BYU. Well, I'm the RA.
Is
Yeah,
that
RA.
so? Yeah. Wait, I'm the RA. No, see?
Here, let
Instagram
me...
post.
Garlynn kicks him out.
Let me call
You're
Brother
gonna-
Brigham. real
Actually,
quick.
her name is Melanie.
Is she the Melanie?
No, she's
That'd be awesome,
She's
though.
in Utah.
Yes!
Go
We
Utes.
know each other.
We're like...
She
Nothing.
high-fived me. Not funny.
At first I'm like, there's no way
Don't
you're
worry,
that. Wait a
Michael.
minute.
It'd be the exact same situation if I ran into her.
Yeah.
We're like, nothing.
Me too.
We're like-
but.
Nothing.
Alright,
Okay.
shall we hit it?
Yep.
Let's.
Okay. Wait.
Excuse me. Okay.
Welcome back to the Me and the Boys podcast. This is episode 6, and today we have a whole lot of stuff for us to talk about today.
Idiot.
All right. Anyway, so the podcast is now available on YouTube for one thing. So to navigate there, you can
Look
simply
up Spectre Squad and go to the one that has the
Two
red
S's
S
on it.
and the blue S.
We gotta make it clear.
Yeah,
First,
well,
go
I
to
was gonna-
YouTube.
YouTube.com.
They were already-
Don't try the .gov.
Turn
or
on your
anything.
computer.
they were already opening up TikTok. Oh.
I can't look it up.
Okay, first
Not
open up
about
youtube.com and then search Spectre Squad in the bar. And it should be one of the first, I don't know, this is just me because I'm subscribed.
that.
It looks like a
It's this
Superman logo. Does it?
No.
I've never been there.
It's the red S and the blue S slightly overlapping.
Yep, and it's just called
It
Spectre
looks
Squad.
like
It's
the
not the guy with
SS logo.
it's not the
that
guy
Hitler
with
put.
the
SS.
It's not the guy with the Rona mask. How does he have more subscribers? He has 12 subscribers
He
and 13
probably-
videos. We have 5 and 19.
Well, he
yeah,
probably
but, like,
makes
5 of our
videos.
videos are
Garbage.
not videos.
Oh, he makes game videos.
Oh yeah, we're not clowns like that.
Yeah, what a good
But to clarify, Spectre
We
is
just
spelled with
talk.
an R-E.
Oh, yeah.
And if you want it to come up first, try
Spectre.
look up Spectre Squad IMF
Even
Productions.
though we hate the dadgum British. Shout out to our Irish listeners.
Go IRA.
Also,
Blow
you
some
can...
Brits cars up.
Wait. Yeah. Wait a minute.
Yeah, we endorse the IRA around here.
Heck yeah. Big money.
Ireland just went up to 3%. We've done it, boys. Alright, but if you need to get some additional help on the search engine there, you can go to filter and then change it to channel.
I mean, that works. Alright, let's move on to the Insta.
Okay.
How to find our Insta.
Yeah.
It's at Spectre Squad Films.
That's at SPECTRESQDFILMS. Sorry, Gavin made a funny face.
And feel free to DM us requests for future topics, future
Yeah.
talking
Because
points.
we're
Yeah, we're
running
gonna-
out of ideas.
Well, not quite, but we would also like to know kind of who's involved in what you guys are looking forward to in future
Totally.
podcast topics and such.
Totally.
Also,
We want to
brief
get
trailer
some.
coming up next time.
Really?
The Gavin story.
Yeah, it'll be the probably definitely the number one episode where I'll be talking the most,
Oh,
depending
yeah.
on the interruptions.
And the number one episode.
And the number one episode of all time. Michael's stories are gonna suck today, folks, let me tell you.
Guess who's number one right now? Rise of Crutchy.
Well,
Cool.
that's because of the title. It's because I named it so eloquently.
Can you guys shut up? Oh my gosh.
Okay, but yeah, anyway, feel free to DM that Instagram account and let us know what you want us to talk about. as long as it's appropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only mission stories here.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
All right, briefly.
Yeah, so yesterday on August 28th, 2020, Chadwick Boseman, a famous actor, passed away. He was battling colon cancer for about 4 years, I think. And yeah, it was just a big rip when I heard about it.
Yeah, we don't
That
get
really
serious
sucks,
a
man.
lot on this podcast, but this is really sad.
Yeah.
Especially
Connor-
to know that he was battling with that for 4 years, like through movies and
Right.
stuff. What a stud. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Okay.
Moment of
Alright.
silence for Chadwick. Okay,
Nice.
that works.
All right, let's move on to
Current events.
Garlynn!
Alright, Garlynn,
Let's
take it
let-
away. Tell us what happened this week.
Okay, boys. A girl took me into it.
No!
Alright, boys,
No.
I declared my major and it's stats.
I'm a stats major. I made it to BYU, boys.
I mean, technically,
No.
yes. but-
Welcome to the club.
Oh, and live from Provo, it's the Me and the Boys podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Broadcast.
It's not in Fairfield anymore
Oh, yeah.
as of right now. But anyways,
Oh, yeah, my roommate's here, and he might say something funny on occasion.
no, he won't.
He can't hear us.
He might. I mean, Josh is a funny
Oh,
guy.
he can't hear us. Hit us up with some of that Ahsoka wisdom.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Okay. Well, anyways, on the
Alright.
real, I got my mission call. It's been waiting for I think 4 weeks now.
Yep.
Stake president last week. He's like, "Hey, so mission department doesn't have your height, weight, or whether you got your wisdom teeth out." And I was like,
Uh-oh.
"Come on, man, really?" and then I sent him that, and then a week later it came, and like heartbreak for 3 weeks in a row. No, and then number 4.
Wait, so you got rejected like 3
Well,
times
it's not-
by the first
It's not like
presidency?
rejected,
You're like,
but
uh-oh.
it's like not even getting like an invite. You're like,
Oh, okay.
I was gonna do this, but you breaking my heart every time, and then they finally sent
Wait,
it.
just like the Garlynn story.
Yeah.
The first episode. That's tight.
And then then we came back 4th week. So eventually, you know, the way the pattern goes, eventually we'll get a girl, boys. But
Wait,
That's the message of... Okay.
We're talking
no,
about
but anyways,
So
I
what'd you
got
get,
my
what'd you
mission
get
call.
called on your religious
So I'm going to Boston, or Massachusetts.
Boston for our listeners
Boston.
in Ireland.
Yeah, where's Boston?
That's
Where the
yeah.
crap is Utah?
Where the crap is the United States?
Yeah. No, for the Irish listeners, it's across the pond there. Maybe only the Brits call it, and we hate Brits.
Heck yeah, we dumped all their tea
Yeah.
in Boston.
We
Got 'em.
we love Conan, and then and so, no, but Boston is on the East Coast, and my mission has most of Connecticut, all of Rhode Island, a little piece of
dang.
Vermont,
Don't go
part
there.
of New Hampshire, and a part of New York. So it's a pretty
Sorry,
big
nothing
mission.
against our Vermont listeners, but Vermont kind of sucks.
Do we have any Vermont listeners?
Vermont.
Stay tuned, folks.
I don't think so.
But
But
anyways,
Vermont produced Bernie Sanders.
oh well, I'm going
Heck
to
no.
be speaking Portuguese, which is like Spanish. So I should have it pretty good. I'm pretty excited.
I mean,
Teach teach people that families can be together forever. That's my main reason. So
Yeah,
Excellent.
good
What
for
an
you, good for you.
absolute stud.
yeah, I'm really excited.
So when are you leaving? November...
November 4th, I'm supposed to come back here to Provo, whilst
Oh, yeah.
I'm attending BYU as a stats major and your guys' RA. No, November 4th, hopefully Provo MTC will be open because I don't really want to. And then I leave on a plane to Boston or wherever December 15th.
Awesome.
Very nice. That's wild.
So like
Congratulations.
2 days ago was like 69 days till my assignment. So
Nice.
Nice. All right. good for
but
you,
yeah,
man.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you should be.
That's
Yeah.
cool stuff.
All right. Next up, let's talk about the NBA. So there's a lot of stuff that's been going on with the NBA
Oh
this week.
my goodness gracious.
I kind of hate it. It's the freaking worst.
So I guess we should start with, was it the 26th? There was a guy named Jacob
We talk
Blake, I
about
think.
Jacob Blake. So
We could just
basically,
briefly.
again, I don't agree with I think that shooting him 7 times was very
Very excessive, yeah.
use of force.
Well,
The problem
yeah,
here,
sure.
I think, though, is
Yeah.
it's police brutality. Not one of these cases has been actually given evidence that these are racist shootings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so at the same time with the Jacob Blake shooting, when he's reaching into his car, when somebody with a gun tells you to stop,
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
they got a
right.
45 that they're trained literally to shoot you if you don't stop, and I think they gave him enough warnings. And the 7
They
times
tried
thing,
to tase him twice.
Yeah, I don't know about if there were 7 officers. I don't know how you
No,
communicate.
I think it was one guy.
So what was-
Well, if one guy shot him 7 times, then that's bad.
Yeah. What was the event that
But-
happened exactly? So like
So,
what was going down
I
with
wanna
when the
say
officers
He was
showed up?
trying to like break up a fight between 2 girls, and there had
Right,
been
yeah.
like a warrant out for his arrest.
Oh, okay.
But
Um,
he broke up a fight, and then he got the knife.
No, yeah, one of them called 911 on him, and then they showed up to arrest him, and basically he wasn't complying, and then he went over, and we found out that there was a knife on the floor of the car that he was reaching into.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean,
That's
is 7
interesting.
shots justified?
No.
I don't think so, but
I don't
I
think
feel
the-
like
at the same time,
something had to be done there.
You
and-
could have.
Yeah.
He, on his part, he could have prevented it if he just stopped.
Especially when
Right.
they tried to tase him twice anyway, like there were different steps to be taken to get to that point. Like it wasn't he immediately pulled out his gun and started shooting at him.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
there's a process here that happened.
And that's kind of the big problem. Media, especially social media, they just tell you the end result, the thing that frames the cops. I don't know all the details, but obviously they didn't go from seeing him to shooting him 7 times.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So there's some justifiable reasons in there, but
The excessiveness of
it
the
should have been
shots.
handled differently.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
I am interested to see. So he's not dead, and as far as I know, he's recovering. He's paralyzed, but he's recovering.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I've heard.
So I'll be interested to see
What plays out?
what his take is on it later. And
For sure.
there was a video released of Jacob Blake's mother talking about
Oh, yeah.
the event,
I
and
saw that.
that was also really interesting because she talked about how much it wasn't about go riot in the streets and all that jazz.
Yeah.
Most Americans don't support the riots. They condemn looting and all that stuff.
Absolutely.
But
But yeah, she was a lot more forgiving, I think. Like she in the video, she was like, I don't want to blame anybody for this. Like,
exactly, she talked about healing the country.
She was
Exactly,
the good
yeah.
example that this country needs right now.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, if you haven't watched that, go check that out.
yeah. But anyway, let's talk about the impact that it has on the NBA, or that it has had this week.
May I take it?
Absolutely.
Okay. So basically, enough of, I think it was the Bucks versus the Wizards. So the Bucks decided not to play on, I think it was Wednesday.
I think so. Yeah.
Sounds right.
So they decided not to play on Wednesday, and they dropped out, and they sat in their locker room and didn't come out. And then they released a statement about Jacob Blake, and that was the reason they didn't play that day. And so the rest of the games were canceled that night, and then the next day. And the entirety of the NBA is behind it, but I think that's bullcrap. I mean, honestly, why do you have to stop playing basketball? Like,
Right.
I get that you're affected, that it's your race or whatever, but like you don't have to stop playing basketball because of it. And in the end result, I think they realized, oh, you know what? We're actually losing money, so we can't pay for our mansions, and we can't pay
Yeah.
for our cars. So we better just go back to playing.
And that was like the next day, right?
Yeah, and clearly, this is a terrific example that politics don't belong in sports.
Right.
Yeah.
Because if it were in China, where China owns the basketball league or something, maybe it'd be affected. But here in America, they're private organizations,
Totally.
and so who cares if you stop playing basketball? You know,
Yeah.
it's not going to impact us in any way. You're just going to lose money,
Right.
and you can't buy a new car, you can't buy a new pair of shoes or whatever. And sure, protest on your own time.
Yeah.
I mean, you're providing an entertainment service, and right now
That makes sense.
sports are not very entertaining.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense to want to show respect for what happens, but I think that there's a better way to go about it. then that's for sure.
I mostly agree with that. One thing I will note, though, they talk about how like the peaceful protests and stuff aren't effective, and that's why they have to riot and loot. And I think I'd much rather see like NBA players boycotting the NBA and stuff like that than the rioting and looting.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I feel like that part of it being a peaceful protest, is good, but
They're
again,
getting nothing done.
And I almost think it would have been better for them to have like boycotted themselves and then for them to have stayed that way, instead of for the next day to like nix that and say actually no.
And it was the players too, because the NBA PA, which is the Players Association, met that day to vote to continue to play basketball.
Yeah.
And like, I literally think that they're like, oh wait. We're not making money.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
If we sit out.
Not
But
stomps.
there goes our jobs.
Yeah.
Right.
Shoot. We were making money, huh?
So I totally agree with Connor that I would totally prefer this, like just this thing that makes the subject public, but it keeps everyone else out of harm's way. Kind of like the riots and looting. They do it in the name of BLM, but in reality, most of them aren't even associated with that.
Mm-hmm.
I would rather just see the NBA boycott for a little bit. But on the other hand, it is unfortunate because the NBA has tried to keep the season going amidst all of this going on. It's like just to see them try and backtrack on that, just to go right back to how they were.
Yeah.
It's unreliable.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
And the
the way to
media
put it.
coverage of all of these things is terribly done.
Yeah.
The Jacob Blake shootings.
Definitely.
It's just really
It's super
terrible
one-sided.
journalism.
Yeah.
Right. The left controls
liberal.
the media.
Yeah.
And people get mad at Trump for calling out the media, but he's totally right.
He really is on that.
That's a good point.
Yeah. I think it was this week. No, it was last week. He come out and he says, well, I'm glad your guys' convention is done to the media. Because the Democratic convention was that week.
Oh, man. The Democratic convention was a joke, though.
Yeah.
It was like the worst. It was like watching a school Zoom call is what it felt like. It was terrible. The Republican convention, it was actually really good. I really liked Trump's speech.
Yeah. I'm Jill Biden's wife.
What? I think your mic's off.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's enough talk about that.
Enough down talk.
Okay. Should we talk about the Jazz and the playoffs?
Well,
I mean,
they're kind of doing good. Donnie's dropping 50.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're
regularly.
3-2 right now with the Nuggets.
Which is nice.
Which-
But I mean, we did lose the most recent one.
Yeah.
Watching
barely
the end of
lost.
it, yeah,
So
we could have pulled it out.
The
which
momentum
is a little
could go either
frustrating.
way at this point.
I didn't watch the end of it, but a friend of mine who was watching it, he said one time out, Donnie came out and like the fire just out of his eyes, just gone. And I mean, no, they had all their starters that game, but yeah, I mean, Donovan's kind of been balling out. I kind of have a beef with Donovan because of
Because of
everything.
all of
He's the most outspoken player on the Jazz, if not in the NBA. Well, he's not
Right.
in the
He's
NBA, but he's up there.
He's up there with like LeBron and
Yeah. I don't know.
who was the other one?
I think it's funny
Probably
how
Donnie and LeBron are the
Yeah.
two most vocal about it.
I think it's funny how Kawhi has said nothing. That's
As
totally his
usual, yeah.
personality, and we're all like, it's funny how we don't expect anything from Kawhi, and
He always delivers.
He delivers.
I love Kawhi. Kawhi is a wholesome.
He's
a
like
wholesome
Marshawn.
figure. Yeah.
I'm just here to play basketball. Just here so I won't get fined.
All right. What's next?
Movies.
Next up, did we want to talk about Star Wars TV? I feel like we might need to save that for
Yeah,
next
we can
episode,
push
actually.
that one. Let's talk about the Batman trailer.
Yeah.
Did you guys all watch it?
I did.
I watched a piece of it.
It's like
Ooh.
2 minutes long. But
Okay, as someone who initially I wasn't on board with Robert
Pattinson, yeah.
After watching the trailer, I'm game. That looked really good.
Yeah, for sure. It looked... I really like how they changed a lot of little things about Batman in this one.
Exactly.
And it kind of reinforces that it's like an alternate timeline. So what they're going to do in DC from now on is they're going to have like a multiverse, which is different from what Marvel did, where it's all like one canon. But they're going to introduce like different timelines, and it's going to be kind of weird.
Yeah, DC's properties and stuff is whack right now. But after watching this, I think as far as the future of the franchises go, after DC fandom, I think I'm leaning more DC than I am Marvel, because Marvel's next movies, like, I'm excited for Black Widow, but Eternals, Shang-Chi, I mean, they're all stuff that, like, Eternals especially, like, I'm like, why would you make an Eternals movie? They're not that interesting in the comics, or...
I don't know, they're going to have to swing that somehow.
Yeah, if they tie in, like, a Thanos storyline, I'll be okay with it. But, yeah, in a general sense, I'm not that interested in that. But, I mean,
that makes sense.
The Suicide Squad, that looked pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
It looked bonkers, but it looked pretty good.
James Gunn is directing that, right?
Yeah, he is. And then...
He's playing for both teams, eh?
Yeah, he is. The Snyder Cut. It looked better than the original. I don't know how different it's going to be, because I feel like to make Justice League actually good, you'd have to radically change it.
Oof.
But they have Darkseid in there, so that's a start. He looked like a PS2 rendition of Darkseid.
It's fine. It's HBO. They're minor league players in the streaming services.
Yeah, hopefully they'll fix him more. But Steppenwolf looks better.
Yeah.
So overall, pretty excited for that and the Batman.
Yeah, the Batman, one thing that I noticed about that was that it was like super duper dark, which I think is... like some of the DC movies thus far have been a little bit dark, but this one looks like it's going to be...
Yeah, it looks like easily on par or maybe even darker than the Dark Knight trilogy.
Or maybe even like the Joker.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of on par with the tone that set.
Yeah, I like how it's more about like the detective side of Batman. I think that's really interesting. And the Riddler he looked cool.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really cool to see this interpretation.
Yeah.
Thank you, Garlynn, for your input.
Yeah.
Okay, we've all said something. Gavin, how do you feel?
How do you feel, Gavin?
Yeah. So I did actually do my homework, and I did watch the trailer.
What, we have homework?
Yeah,
this
I had to watch
and
the trailer.
Against the Universe is our other homework. We'll get to that next.
It's like when we talked about
The
Office.
Do your homework. But did you do your stats homework?
Yeah, for Mrs.
He's a
Professor
good
Nielsen, Sister Nielsen. That's what we call her around here
around the old
Brigham
campus.
Young. All right, go ahead, Gavin.
Some things that kind of fit what I look for in movies. I know it's just the trailer, but the way that, I don't know, just the cinematography and the music that they have with it.
Something's in the Way by Nirvana.
It makes it gives you something to look forward to in the movie. I don't know too much about what they're going for with the story and everything, because that did seem a little bit different from what I've known.
Right.
But I'm looking forward to what they have in store.
Yeah, the advantage of like using multiple timelines is that whatever canon people don't like, they can just like switch over to the other one.
Right.
Kind of like a reboot.
There's 3 Batmans in the canon right now.
Yeah,
Michael Keaton coming back. I'm excited about that.
Oh yeah, and Flash, right?
In the Flash, yeah.
Yeah.
What's Michael Keaton going to be?
Batman.
Again?
He was in the Tim Burton Batman movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In '89.
Oh yeah, we were gonna argue one day
with
about
Joker and
whether
Jack Nicholson.
Because I think Batman's better and you think Batman Returns is better, but we'll cover that another day.
That's only because I haven't seen Batman.
Oh. Well, the truth comes out.
Good reasoning.
Once you see Batman, case closed.
Jack Nicholson easily tops both of those guys, even though Michelle Pfeiffer's take on Catwoman is one of the better ones I've seen.
Even though Danny DeVito, I mean...
Danny DeVito was disgusting.
Danny DeVito was fake. Oh my god.
It was creepy as heck. I mean, he played it well, but it was... Yeah. Okay. Should we cover Candace Against the Universe now?
All right, yeah. So Josh and I watched Candace Against the Universe like half an hour ago. I enjoyed it. It was what?
The musical.
Yeah, it was indeed a musical.
There was a lot of...
I wasn't really expecting that.
It wasn't
I don't know why
great music, but...
Yeah.
I guess whatever his name is, Dan
Povenmire.
Yeah, he's been working on his TikTok skills, let me tell you.
Yeah, you bring this up every episode. It's the new never.
He's been singing. Oh, I forgot. Don't you never know.
Well, we didn't bring it up in episode 3,
on
so
purpose.
Your streak is broken.
No!
A simple spell, but quite a break.
Well.
But
Personally, I'd give it 7 out of 10. It was good, not great. I get what they're trying to do because I listened to like I read one of the articles about them telling us about it. It was Dan Bodenmeyer and Swampy Marsh.
Oh, nice.
But they said really Phineas and Ferb have always been the driving force in their respective storylines.
Yeah.
And this one really was an outside force acting on them with the alien people.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting. I thought it was a little bit close, or at least paying homage to the Candace on Mars episode.
Yeah,
a lot of that seemed pretty similar.
It was like it seemed like a mix of that and like kind of the Phineas and Ferb movie, like the first one, just because of like their
Across
interaction.
the Second Dimension.
Yeah,
I liked Across the Second Dimension more than this one.
Yeah, I agree.
feel like Across the Second Dimension, it plays a lot more into nostalgia at the end when they start bringing back Till I
They
Fall
had
Down.
the original,
that
the
was
original
awesome.
Endgame scene was in Phineas and Ferb.
That was actually really hype.
Yeah, so that is a big reason why lots of people like that. Because for me, it seemed like a little bit weird that the Second Dimension was the way that it was.
Yeah.
But then, they make it back to their Danville and they have to protect it from evil robots. They tied it up nicely.
Dang, that movie's totally like Endgame now that I think about it, because they come back to the regular timeline.
And there's a different villain, but
dang, that's crazy.
He's more bad A than the original.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Shut up.
No, even
Shut up.
okay. I have a
Alright,
little bit
Garlynn.
of input. I didn't watch the movie, but I did like the Candace on Mars episode. I remember that episode.
Okay. All right, good. Thank
So
you.
I might have liked this movie if I seen it.
It was weird
saw
because
it.
it was called Phineas and Ferb the movie Candace Against the Universe. So I don't know who the title character was supposed to be.
Joe
But
Mama.
it felt a lot more like Candace.
Thank you, Garlynn. But yeah, it did feel a lot more Candace-centered. One thing I liked about this one was that it sidebarred like the Perry and Doofenshmirtz plotline. We talked about this in episode 4, but towards the end of the show, they started focusing on that one a little bit more.
Yeah.
And straying away from Phineas and Ferb, but they kind of recentered it in this movie.
Yeah, it was definitely, or it wasn't even a B plot. It wasn't a plot. They were on the same team. Doofenshmirtz was with the gang. And helping
I did
them out.
notice that this time. I was excited to see, it starts off on Candace singing.
Yeah.
That alone just tells you that it's going to focus on Candace mostly. But then as soon as it went to Doofenshmirtz's tower, you get excited to see what kind of things are up to there.
Yeah, there was definitely some nostalgia there. I thought the meta jokes in it were awesome.
Some of the like multi-layered jokes were really good too. Like
so funny.
Like the part when Candace is in the alien spaceship and she like starts asking the computer questions and it like misinterprets what she's saying. That was a funny joke by itself. But then there was this one joke about like stereotypical rapper names. It was like, it had like little in front of it, and I was like, it's funny because that's a lot of rappers.
Yeah.
Sip.
The one where they go like
Sip.
when they go
If S-I-M-P
warp 2, that was
in
good.
my pants.
That's a different episode.
It spells sip.
We got it.
All right.
Yeah.
We got it, Garlynn. All right, where are we at now?
Potemeyer was ahead of his time.
Anyway, overall, I enjoyed it. One thing I really liked about it is that there was a lot of nostalgia there because they brought back a lot of the characters from the show.
Balloony?
No, unfortunately.
No! Balloony! Balloony!
He is a favorite.
They should have brought back. They should make a Meep movie. Those were the best.
The second one was weird though. Like
The
that was kind of tricky.
Meatless in Seattle, or
Meatless in
was
Seattle,
it
yeah.
Meet Me in St. Louis?
Yeah, Seattle was...
I still want Meet Me in St. Louis, but it hasn't come out yet.
Dude.
I kind of wish that they would return to the show, honestly, just to,
It would be good.
Yeah. This kind of gave me hope that they would. I
I've heard
really liked
they
the
still,
jokes and stuff.
They're talking about making more content down the line, but I feel like they made this specifically for Disney Plus, so it's possible that now that they have it, they'll move on to other things, which is unfortunate. But
yeah, I like what they do.
CS La Vida.
Yeah, it's entertaining. But yeah, pretty good movie, pretty entertaining. Check it out on Disney Plus. It's now streaming.
Make a look.
And you don't have to pay $30 for it, unlike Mulan. kind of.
You have to pay $30 for what?
Yeah, for
the
like
live
the
action or the cartoon?
The live
action for the
Who
premiere.
wants to see that?
Not me.
Not for $30.
Probably
Yeah.
because it would normally come out in theaters, and so
Yeah,
they
they're
don't.
trying to
It makes-
save
it
their
makes
box
sense,
office type.
But considering that we already have subscriptions, which are $7 a month, it seems a little bit.
Most
Considering
people
that
have
there is
paid at least $30 up to this point. So.
Yeah.
Considering that there is a better Mulan movie, and I haven't even seen the live action.
Wait, well, yeah, nobody's seen the live action.
Well, I know, but the original.
The original was
better.
Well,
awesome.
the original one has Eddie Murphy in it,
Yeah.
so
It's
That's
better
pretty good,
automatically.
I'd say.
It's it. That's it. One
That's it.
Mulan to rule them all.
all two of them.
Oh man, I forgot. That's like a Lion King 1.5, but not as good.
Next episode on the Me and the Boys podcast.
Is that our homework?
Lion King
Watch
1.5.
that. We should watch
We were
it.
gonna do that like last episode. I
You
think.
can
Yeah,
watch
it's
it
like
on Disney
we were gonna watch
Plus.
it as like a squad, but then you guys had scheduling conflicts. So
Isn't it on Disney Plus? It
Let me
should
check.
be.
They
Right?
should be.
um,
They just forgot to transfer that one movie over. Oops.
they have a lot of
I'm
other
waiting.
ones.
I'm waiting for
We
them
hate
to drop
this movie as much as
X2.
Connor does.
Yeah, Lion King 1.5 is not near as good as everyone pretends it to be.
Shut up, Crutchy.
Yeah.
It's a cinematic masterpiece.
Yeah,
it's
the
up there with
cinematography.
Quentin Tarantino's
You
films,
better
okay?
The timeline.
You've never seen a Tarantino film, have you?
I've seen lots of parts
Clips.
of Tarantino films.
Exactly, Connor.
Non-consecutively.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. Arrivederci.
It is on It is on Disney Plus.
Okay,
Lion
so that's
King
your guys'
1.5.
Lucky us.
That's your guys'
Lucky
homework.
us, for show.
Alright.
If you're listening to this, you have to go home and watch it now.
What's our minute mark? I think it might be time to get into
Yep.
the Michael
The
Chronicles.
Michael Chronicles.
The long-awaited.
Yes.
The Chronicles of Michael. All right.
Some
so
of this will tie into episode 5. or-
with
Oh yeah,
The
this
one
is
with
episode
Skylar.
4. The one with Skylar.
Yeah. So first up, actually, we're gonna talk about Operation Snack.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
I was gonna tap right there, but I don't want to screw up the mic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm glad you've learned. We've all actually gotten a lot better. I haven't had to look at the minute mark once. Garlynn hasn't sworn. Nobody said any names.
Oh, are you challenging
No,
me?
no, no. Shaggy. Are you challenging me?
Mike, are you challenging me, man? Reggie.
Next episode, Scooby-Doo live action review.
I'm not watching that.
I haven't seen it.
I kind of enjoyed it, not gonna lie.
I saw
Which
it
one?
When I was a
forever ago.
kid.
I liked Monster Island.
I think I watched
That's
Monster-
the cartoon.
I watched that at like my grandma's
No.
house.
Oh,
forever
Monsters
ago.
Unleashed? The second live
No,
action?
it's like Skull Island. It's something.
I know
like
what you're
that.
talking about.
Yeah, it's where Shaggy
Wait, that
gets
was
turned
live
into a girl, and then they're.
Isn't that the one with the cotton candy monster?
Yeah,
He's
I
like,
think
That was definitely
I'm
Monsters Unleashed, bro.
I'm not stuck in
Oh,
here
don't
with you.
challenge
You're
me.
stuck in here with me. That's the only part I remember.
Well, you
Yeah.
know the OG cast of the live action, it was with them. But I love Monsters Island, the movie they made in the '90s where everybody turns into cats, or maybe that's
What?
not cats.
you
Garrett,
watched Cats?
This just
No,
in.
I
Garrett's
watched-
secretly a furry.
No, I didn't watch Cats. Let me look for it real quick. Scooby-Doo movie. Probably
Scooby-Doo movie.
Scooby-Doo in film.
Scooby-Doo.
Animated.
Part 3.
It's called Scooby-Doo Zombie Island.
Oh,
That one
yeah,
was
okay.
fire.
That one is actually
I
pretty
guess
good.
we were all wrong.
That is my
Yeah.
favorite of the animated movies.
Collectively.
There's a
Next
return
to-
to Zombie Island?
Yeah, but
It's
that
not
one's
good.
more recent and therefore not good.
Yo, Andrew Garfield was Shaggy at one point.
What?
What?
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield?
Dude,
Surprisingly, I do like him as an actor. If you watch
Wait,
The Social
no,
Network, he
it's
was
not
pretty
Shaggy.
good in
It's
there.
Oh, yeah?
Sorry,
It's an
I'm just
Andrew-
gonna launch us into a
it's-
completely different thing.
it's an
I need to watch
Andrew
that.
Garfield
It's
lookalike.
really
His
good.
name is Nick Pilatus.
Oh.
Doesn't that one have like...
Look at him.
Lex
He looks
Luthor
like
in it, too?
he looks like
Yeah,
Andrew
Jesse
Garfield.
Eisenberg. Jesse Eisenberg is super good.
Oh, that is Andrew Garfield.
No,
2000
it's not.
Wait,
It's Nick
this one?
Pilatus. Yeah, that's
Oh,
his
but-
name. He looks exactly like him though.
Wait, so was he credited as Andrew Garfield or...
No, it says
Oh.
Nick Pilatus.
Nick Pilatus, no. Curse you, Andrew Garfield?
Scooby Doo.
Just doesn't get paid for doing the movie.
Send the check to Andrew
To Andrew
Garfield.
Garfield. Sweet.
Okay, so Scooby Doo is the one where they go to the island, And then Monsters Unleashed, they don't go to the
Oh, yeah. The first one is where
don't.
Scrappy... The first one, spoiler alert, that Scrappy is the villain in that one, and that one's kind of weird, actually.
What?
I like the second one, though.
Scrappy.
He, like, turns
Is he a
giant.
different dog?
Oh, yeah. And then he gets
starts,
super
like,
ripped.
Yeah, and he starts, like, beating the crap out of
And
him.
then there's a dance scene.
Yeah.
And there's a night.
We don't need to talk
Yeah.
about the Scooby-Doo live
It was
action.
Yeah, the
terrific.
first one, not that great.
This isn't on the agenda.
Didn't we try to start the Michael Chronicles and then
Oh, yeah.
it somehow got derailed?
Okay.
All right.
No more Scooby.
Actually starting
No
the
more
Michael
Scooby.
Chronicles now.
Garlynn, sadly. Okay. Oh, it's because I was like, hey, we're doing better. And then Garlynn was like, are you challenging me?
Oh, yeah.
And then I was like, hey, live action Scooby-Doo.
And then all of
And
us
here
were
we
like...
are.
The train was on the tracks, and then it just...
We're on the highway. Okay, Michael, go to your women problems.
Thank you. I thought you guys would never stop talking about Scooby-Doo live action.
Best mistake
You started
we ever
it.
made.
Alright, but anyway. So if you guys recall in episode 4, the one featuring... Stop doing that. Gavin keeps
Wax
making hand signals, and it's
Like the number
Offensive.
4?
Like the number 4.
such as the number 4. And I find it quite offensive. So, anyway.
You must be a liberal.
But anyhow. So, the one with Skylar. Remember that one?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I was drunk. No.
so no then.
No.
But anyway, he dated this girl named Operation Neck. And he took her on like his motorcycle and they rode off into the sunset. Remember that? Yeah, like that.
Oh, wait, no copyright music.
But anyway.
Basic banjo.
Okay.
That was like a keyboard, but go ahead.
Anyway, I took her to homecoming junior year. That was that was my first like official date. Okay, let's just get right
Me
into
too.
it, boys. So, it was just like the fairy. What are you doing?
Trying to make the blood song.
Wiki how? That's on there.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you just do the opposite thing with your other
How
hand.
to form the
No,
form
except
the
you
word
don't need
blood
the
with
L
your
in the
fingers.
second one.
Thank you, Wiki.
Oh.
Like this.
You always have.
Okay,
one.
I need step 4.
I'm confiscating this.
No, I'm the RA.
No, you're not. You're not. They're like. This is a
Basically,
You're not.
This is a
basically-
tricky one. I'm in a
basically
predicament.
Okay.
Gavin just has it down. What the heck?
I need to
Wait a
tell
minute.
them.
Gavin studied the wiki how closely before the podcast.
Okay,
I
go
did
ahead.
my homework.
Oh, no.
Anyway.
Michael just interrupted himself.
Yeah, that's what I'm good at.
Homecoming, junior year.
Thank you. So, it was just like a fairy... Stop that.
No, okay,
Put that
I'll
away!
Stop. I'll stop.
Thank you.
I gotta figure
Oh
it
my
out.
gosh. But anyway,
And when we go home,
Yeah.
while you're driving.
I'll throw up blood when I'm driving. You see me in all this blue? No.
Okay, so...
Wait, did you see how the guy was wearing a red shirt?
No, it's a red background, though.
No, it's a red shirt.
Oh.
That wouldn't apply if he was wearing a blue shirt, you know, Crips, man. Anyways,
Huh.
Michael, go
Yeah.
ahead for reals.
Yeah, I know. No.
Yeah, we don't know them, but okay.
Sorry, my bad. We're at BYU.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So, it was just like a fairy tale.
Wait,
She was-
what?
Was it?
I don't remember it that
Hey,
way.
shush,
Wait,
I
wait,
remember
wait. I
chicken
need to
corn
hear
on
this.
blue.
Chicken
So-
corn on blue was good. Thanks, Mom.
That was a fairy tale.
Shout out to Mom. Pretty good. Schwann's chicken cordon bleu.
And cheesecake.
Yeah.
Costco or Macy's or something.
Okay, let Michael talk.
It was just like a fairy
He's
tale.
throwing
Chicken
up-
cordon bleu!
He's
Thanks,
throwing-
Mom.
He's gonna throw up blood out of, like...
He was just doing the okay sign.
Yeah.
He was gonna punch us.
Okay,
Alright.
go ahead.
Okay. Anyway, it was just like a fairy tale. I'm sorry, I just...
We're not
It's
stopping.
not. It doesn't have as much spunk now because you guys ruined it the
Oh,
first
sorry.
time. It was just like a
We'll do
fairy
some-
tale.
It's just like a...
There was nothing to it.
You can't interrupt yourself.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, but anyway, it was just like a fairy tale. She was this cute girl that I saw in the halls sometimes, and we had like 2 classes together.
I see.
So I asked her out one time.
I think I had that same relationship with her.
But you didn't ask her out.
Yeah, that part of the story didn't happen.
Connor hit her in the head with a paper airplane once.
In the eye!
I remember
Oh, yeah.
that. In ACT prep, which,
time?
by the way, works. I'm not usually one for over preparation.
One time?
But ACT prep, that's good stuff, except for when you hit
One
a
time?
girl in the head with a paper airplane.
And then
time?
get really, stink.
You said her
One time?
name.
Or
There's
or
a letter.
get that one lady
That letter.
really, really mad at me.
When I saw this one lady, the one lady we're talking about at a steak dance, I asked her how her hunting season went, and then I found out she's not as much of a hick as I am. Because I asked her what she killed it with, and she didn't know. And I was like...
A car.
Or I asked her what caliber she killed it with, and she didn't even know. And I was like...
V8 engine.
Just throws an engine at her.
Driving a V8.
A 96 Ford
The Bronco.
The Bronco.
Oh no! I forgot to put gas in the Bronco. Okay.
What was that?
I
forgot to put gas in the Bronco.
I turned
Sean
Minnesota.
Connery.
Welcome back to podcast.
Welcome back to podcast.
Yeah,
We're all over the place tonight.
That was like an after credit scene in the last episode.
I'm glad you caught that. I didn't think a lot of people would listen to the end.
What? You think they just pause it? I'm
thought
too
they would,
lazy to. I'm too lazy to pause the podcast.
There was an end credit scene.
Yeah.
We all signed out and then it kept going for a couple seconds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Michael,
Yeah.
get to your story and tell us to shut up when we try to interrupt.
Yeah.
Okay?
I need to
Alright.
start deflecting
Shut
all
up.
of these. Because you still got.
Shut up.
How many operations
Shut up.
do you have to go through?
Shut up.
I have my own copy. Let's see. 1,
Why are
2,
you still
3,
talking?
4.
Connor!
4 operations
be
to go
quiet.
through. We
Be
are.
quiet.
Connor, you have no power here.
Alright. I will not talk for the next 30 seconds.
Oh, goodness.
Hey, go ahead.
Hey, shut up! Okay, but anyway, it was just like a fairy tale. Okay, I'll skip ahead a little bit. So basically, I asked her out to homecoming one time. Alright? The poster was problem number 1. We have a couple problems to go over here. Problem number 1, the poster. Alright?
Oh, sorry.
So, okay.
Let him explain, then we'll give our input.
Yeah.
Normally for school dances, me and the boys like to go to Walmart. It holds a very special place in our hearts.
It doesn't anymore.
No, but it did at one point. And we kind of just look around for stuff that we can make awesome puns with.
So stupid.
Yeah.
It takes us like 2 hours
And
to
then
get a poster.
half the
It
time
actually
we're like, well, I don't know if I want to do this.
Yeah. And then we end up like calling our parents, do we have a poster board at home?
Yeah, we
Every
end up buying
time.
like one candy bar and leaving.
Yeah. Yeah, and then changing our mind later and then doing something totally different, and it turns out the trip to Walmart was totally useless.
And then
I wish that was a one-time story, but that was literally every
Every
dance.
time.
Yep. But anyway, so for the poster with which I asked Operation Snack to homecoming, what I did was
I'll
Can't laugh at it
tell,
before I say
I'll
it,
tell the
otherwise I'll
joke
start
that I
laughing.
said about it after you say it.
Yeah. Okay, so I got this bottle of shampoo, the brand Suave, okay, and then I got this pack of mint lifesavers, all right, and then I put them together on a poster, and it was, I know I'm not that suave, but will you be a lifesaver and come to homecoming with me? And then Connor
And then
takes a picture
I
of
said,
it, and
being top-notch comedy sophomore year Connor, you need soap and a mint.
yeah, I never recovered from that one.
Michael's still.
Okay, that was issue number 1, but
That
luckily
was the
she
actual
didn't.
peak of Connor Crutchfield.
Yeah, that was the actual rise. But anyway, so that was problem number 1. All right. Luckily, she's a nice person and she didn't take it that way. She doesn't get offended by everything. But
What are
yeah,
you suggesting?
I don't know, I was
Sorry,
kind of
proceed.
looking in your
I'm
direction.
interrupting
when I said
again.
that. That was problem number 1, the poster. All right. Problem number 2, everyone made fun of her height, mostly Connor actually.
What? No.
We just
I
said
think
she was short. I mean, she's shorter
No,
than most.
well-
This is a girl that.
You were in our car.
This is one
Oh,
that I do
yeah.
agree with Michael. I think
would-
she is cute.
Rode shotgun.
You
Connor
just
made-
said her name.
No.
Look at the
Okay, Operation Snack rode shotgun, and you kept making fun of her because she couldn't see over the dash.
Are you sure it's a good?
I tell it how it is.
Are you sure it's legal for you to be sitting up there?
Sure you don't want a booster?
Ouch.
I really hope she doesn't listen to this now.
Oh, she
will. No one listens to
Oh,
this.
she'll listen.
I don't know. I think Skylar might have done some
Skylar like
advertising.
personally recommends it to her. Oh no.
The 40 Irish listeners.
The IRA tells her.
I'm not gonna say the Irish accent because we love reviewers from Ireland.
We do.
That's right. Thank you, Irish listeners. We appreciate your
We
support.
will pander
guys are
to you
MVPs.
any day. Potatoes, fantastic, love them.
Yeah, you guys
Whatever
are
else you
amazing.
make.
Drinking, we don't support it,
Leprechauns.
but we like it.
Pots of gold, Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms,
Yeah.
fantastic.
We like you getting crap faced in the gutter.
In all serious note, thanks for the international that we now have on our podcast.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's gone worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide.
We're like Pitbull. Kim Michael, keep continuing.
Are you adding to the agenda in the middle of the thing?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
It's calling an audible.
What?
K14?
Omaha.
No, I'm adding the timestamps for when I said the names.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I
I wanna
gotcha.
Publish
Smart.
it tonight if I can.
All right. Proceed with your story, please.
Proceed with your buffoonery.
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 So those are the first two problems. All right, number one, the poster. Number two, Connor kept making fun of her for her height, and it was kind of hilarious, but I couldn't say so because I was dating her.
Oh,
You were attending
You
a date
did.
with her.
That
you
counts.
did say you didn't like Imagine Dragons. I remember that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You
He
threw your integrity out the window that day. Sim.
Kissing butt. He was kissing A.
It's like, yeah, Imagine Dragons isn't that good. I'm like, Imagine Dragons is 90% of Michael at the time. You've had a character arc since then, but at the time.
From Imagine Dragons to Post.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Basically, said that she didn't like Imagine Dragons.
Oh my gosh.
She said.
Basically, Operation Snack said that she didn't like Imagine Drag. Okay, all right. I forgive you now for saying her name like 5 bajillion times in episode 1. I understand how difficult it is now. But anyway,
Pretty sure I didn't say mine once.
I don't care. You had a script.
Actually, I
And
said
a
mine
paper.
twice. So
And a
you're
paper.
up there with me right now.
Okay.
Don't say it again, or else you lose.
Yes, sir.
You
Mr.
lose. Good day, sir.
Garlynn just kicks me out of my door.
Quick, Gene Wilder.
Get out of here! I'm the RA.
You have to say that after everything.
Yeah.
Get out of here, I'm the RA, go Cougs. I'm majoring in stats. I bought Dunkin' Donuts for all of us.
Yeah, Kafusi? Yeah, he's my man. I don't even know who Kafusi is.
Did you just... Who did that?
No, it wasn't me. I'm powering off my phone. It's almost dead.
Okay, so
Sorry,
problem
Mom.
number
We'll
1,
plug it in.
the
I'll
poster.
keep it checked
Problem
out.
number 2,
The date.
no.
Shit.
Connor kept making fun of her. Problem number 3, Imagine Dragons. She said she didn't like it, but I did like it, so I pretended not to like it. That was kind of not very good of me.
That's not good.
Problem number 4, the date. Okay.
I remember
Garlynn, you want
that
to tell us
problem.
about the date?
Are we gonna
Yeah.
still do a different episode?
I guess we
about-
could. I mean, I could just like summarize.
I think I can do it. So me and Michael went to Shields and we're like, hey,
It
we
was
could.
bullcrap.
It
And then
was
Garlynn's-
the worst date I've ever planned, hands down, and it might have only been my idea. And like,
I think it was Whitney's idea.
It
wasn't
might
it?
have. No, it wasn't Whitney.
I feel like someone suggested it though.
Whitney might have said
No,
something.
it was Gavin's dad. It was after VR one time. He was like,
Was
"Oh,
it
yeah,
after
it was
VR?
scavenger hunt at Shields."
I remember that.
Yeah.
Trevor, you've had some golden ideas.
But this is
may
not
not
one
have-
of. This is a copper
It
idea
might have
right
been
here.
it might have been an execution problem.
Well, this was.
but
Write down a list and let's see who wins. The guy who made the list.
You and me both made the list.
two guys who made the list won, and the
No.
other 3 of us,
I was like,
Gavin and myself,
I'm gonna
are
let-
included in this other 3. Lost somehow.
It was a conflict
Like-
of interest.
We were like, It was terrible.
The clues were bad.
I don't even think we've explained what this date was fully.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so basically, Garlynn and I went to Shields.
Let's let Gavin explain it because he's not gonna talk over other people again.
Okay.
Again?
Both of you. Sorry.
Gavin.
Gavin, you've talked over us for the last time.
So, there's this big outdoor...
No, just say Shields.
There's Shields. I'm just trying to explain it.
Okay.
It's
a big emporium. It's a big sports emporium for
sports emporium for
it's like
outdoor activities.
Ofaneries, you know.
And potatoes and such.
Is that what they have?
In some unknown way how we got this idea, Garlynn and Michael went to Shields, and they came up with the list of things to find around this big store.
Elk pickled sausage.
Oh yeah, that was one of them. That was
a bunch of random things that you would not normally look for.
Unless you put the list.
Unless you had the list. So then the day comes. The day of the date comes. So we all show up at Shields. We're handed this list, and we're told to pair off with our dates and to go and check off as many as we can and to meet up at the bakery at this time. And this is where Michael and Garlynn, they made the list. They end up finishing.
Well, I finished first, and me and my date finished 20 minutes.
Yeah, you guys sat at the freaking gelato cafe for 20 minutes.
And this was the point where I wasn't cool anymore because I was trying to.
You were a simp.
Yeah. So when for some reason a flip switches when I start to simp for somebody, and I'm not cool anymore, I guess, and I'm hard to talk to, and that's what happened at this point. So it wasn't fun for either of us because
you cared.
Yeah, because I cared, and you shouldn't care.
Okay. That was pretty poorly
This
executed.
is one that I didn't.
So it was a bad
This is the story of. This is the same date that I held that chick's hand.
Yeah, I was gonna say you kind of were a simp, bro.
I wasn't a simp.
No,
I
you were a simp at the dance.
Chris, you didn't care, and that was just his
that
own
led
blatancy.
me to my mistake.
Yeah. He's like,
my cold hands, I guess.
I don't care if I hold this.
Cold hands, I guess.
Yeah, okay, continue, Michael.
Sure,
so that's the Shields date.
Yeah, in my defense, though, Garlynn's sister wrote the clues, so I didn't know what any of them meant.
I had a football game that I didn't play in.
Yeah, and some of the clues were pretty terrible. Sorry, Whitney.
Lofton was like, "Hey, sorry to put you in after the game."
It's okay, Lofton.
It's okay.
Well, I don't have anything to do. Not planning anything.
Yeah. I could have been on a Google Doc.
Anyway.
Go Becker gang.
So, poorly executed. Garlynn won the gift card.
But I gave
that
it
we
up
were offering as a prize, but then he gave it up because it was a conflict of interest.
I let my date keep hers.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. It was so bad. So that was problem number 4.
Yep.
Problem number 5.
We all take the blame for that poorly executed plan.
Indeed.
Because we were giving one Chick-fil-A gift card to you and your date. So we're like, all right, well, better put a ring on it. This is commitment.
Yeah.
You're sharing a Chick-fil-A gift card.
You're basically living together.
Yeah, you could say things are getting pretty serious.
Yeah, I guess you could say things are getting pretty serious. Napoleon, don't be jealous because I've been chatting along with babes all day. Okay. Anyhow, problem number 5. Hit me. Okay, problem number 5. The dance was actually not that bad. I enjoyed the dance. And the dinner was actually, I thought,
the dinner was the best part of that whole thing.
I totally agree.
I was
with
also
that.
sitting next to Michael's date. Good time.
Shut up.
I was
Why you a little? Stop simping for my date.
I was sitting next to my date. Michael could have stopped making fun of our lives.
Oh yeah.
You guys were quite the
I got quite a few laughs out of her though. I think she laughed at me more than she laughed at me more than she laughed with you.
Well, no, in total, a lot of time I've made her times 3, maybe times 10 even. But that night,
I remember having some slam dunk jokes, but I don't remember what they were, so probably didn't actually happen.
It was super nice.
Anyway.
It was like super casual.
Whoa.
Yeah. Wait, what?
That was a long time ago.
Are you looking at the Doctor Strange picture? Because I'm kind of feeling
No, I'm just thinking of my sister and who she was dating at the time. That was a long time ago.
Oh yeah, that was.
Random sidebar.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Which leads to a more sad story.
But anyway, problem number 5
Shut up,
was not. Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Next
Just
episode.
kidding. Congratulations, Whitney.
You
Good
gotta
for you.
look at the time mark.
Oh, you can't say Whitney.
Well,
Oh,
no,
I'm
you
sorry.
can.
You
It's
can.
okay. It's okay. You can say
I was
my
gonna say,
sister.
it's come up like 5 times already.
We're at like 55 minutes already.
I probably already said.
All right, let's
We
do.
better hustle.
Okay, but anyway,
Better
problem
hustle,
number
hustle.
5. The dinner was awesome.
10:47.
The dance was actually pretty good, except for Connor's fiasco. I was actually having a pretty enjoyable time.
Let's talk about
So problem number
Not
5
your
though
fiasco.
was the doorstep after the
doorstep.
dance.
Heck yeah.
Okay, so part of this problem has
Comedy.
There
problem
is
has 2
video
sub
evidence
problems.
of this.
No.
We
Don't
can't
get that
show it to
footage.
them. It's like, look, guys.
Can you see it, laddies?
Yeah, I would.
That
but
was
these
my
guys
Scottish accent,
All right,
not
sorry.
my Irish.
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, this problem is being split into 2 sub problems. Sub problem number 1. The boys were in the van with me and my date, and they were watching.
It was just Gavin and I, right?
Okay, yeah,
The
but
boys.
I'm glad it wasn't Garlynn because he would have been even worse than Connor somehow.
No, I was sad that night.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah.
We can go into that.
Didn't we get frazzles afterward?
Yeah,
We did
that was
that.
awesome. After like every dance, pretty much.
Yeah.
Me and the
Sad brother hours. Yeah.
Oh yeah, good times.
Frazzles and Minecraft, bro. Okay, but
gaming week.
Those were
That was the
days.
AC.
Alright.
Okay.
Killed it.
so that's sub problem number 1. Okay, they could all see from the window. So the window to the door is like facing her doorstep, basically. So they just have like a widescreen view of what's
You
going
fogged
on.
up the glass.
Yeah.
You're writing stuff on it.
No, not really.
Go for the tushy.
What?
I'm like at the doorstep. What does that say? Oh. Scoop. Connor's like, the van's like,
Y'all gonna make me lose my mind.
This
Okay,
is how it
anyway.
actually went.
So
Sub problem number 2. What actually happened? Okay, so there we are at the doorstep, right? Normally at the doorstep, you're supposed to be like, standard procedure like we talked about in episode 4.
Goodbye, madam.
Yeah,
I had a delightful evening.
I had a nice night. Thanks for coming. You were
If
great.
you're lucky.
If you're lucky, a little smooch. And if you're
Don't mean
Real
to brag or nothing. Don't mean to brag.
and
Shut
if
up.
you're
You
average,
already
then you get a
bragged.
hug. But okay, so what happened was we got right up to the doorstep, and right away she rings the doorbell. So already I'm like, oh no.
Wait,
Wait,
It's a ticking time
You're
bomb.
now on
until-
the clock.
Yeah, actually, wait,
The
no,
pick
sorry.
is in.
So she tries the door. and it's locked.
Right away. Like,
Right away.
She didn't
tries
miss
the
a
door.
step.
Yeah. It was fine. We talked about it later. It was her first date, but it was super awkward at the time. Okay,
It's
so
her
she tries
first-
the door. So I get the impression that she like wants out.
You mean once in
Or
to the
in.
house?
Out of
Out.
Out
of the
away
outside.
from Michael.
Yeah.
yeah.
We're picking up what you're putting down.
I'm
So-
smelling what you're stepping in.
Already I'm like, it's just a ticking time bomb until her mom shows up at the door. So I only got a matter of time. And I don't want her to open the door while we're like
Do
hugging
an
or anything
attack
because that'd be
hug.
weird.
Yeah, that would be
What are
weird.
you doing?
Are you hugging my daughter?
It's our first date.
Reads what Connor wrote on the window.
I told you.
Let the record show I did not write anything on the window.
Her dad. Watch out, Michael.
Beware! Oh wait, Steve.
Yeah, I can't say his name.
No.
Beware.
That's a person that I don't like. At all.
That's a person that I don't like.
Anyway, well, let's
So-
let you proceed and cruise through these.
So we're not hugging or anything. We're just kind of standing there. I'm like, yeah, thanks for coming. Yeah. So we're just kind of standing there in silence, looking at each other. And then her mom opens the door, and I realized that I didn't get a hug or anything. So I was like, how about a high five? And then she high fives me. And then I walk off the doorstep, and the door closes.
Okay,
And,
hold on. Analytics, as a stats major.
Here we go.
Let's hear it.
And partly your fault, okay?
Yeah. For sure.
But also, how do you prepare for this situation?
First,
where-
I'm glad you
Ticking time
didn't Joe
bomb.
Biden hug her.
Like sniff her hair. Oh yeah.
just violated
Stop that!
all of our listeners.
Ireland just dropped to 0% because of you.
I don't like sniffers.
What?
No country likes a sniffer.
Anyway, go on, Gavin. Continue to patronize me.
I totally forgot what I was saying.
Oh.
What were we
Well, it's hard to
talking about?
prepare for that situation where basically she just goes for the door right away, and it's only a matter of time before her mom shows up at the door.
Yeah.
I probably should have just hugged her because I feel like her mom would not have minded that at all in retrospect, but it's fine. We all make mistakes.
Yeah, it's just a bad situation to be put in on your first date. First doorstep scene.
Yeah.
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 All right. Next woman.
Gaming week.
Okay. Let's move on to Operation Citadel. All right. This is a good one.
That's a good name. I like that.
Thank you.
I think who made it up?
I did.
Oh, that's good.
It's not going by the official naming anymore, but whatever. I mean, we actually threw that out the window a while ago.
Yeah.
We stopped.
fine.
We stopped keeping official records senior year.
Yeah. So anyway, Operation Citadel. I asked her on a couple dates. It was kind of the same thing. I had a couple classes with her. We've been friends, except for with her, we've been friends since like 6th grade.
This is one that I don't really agree with Michael on, but sorry, proceed.
Well, how do you know we weren't friends in 6th
No, I'm
grade?
not agreeing about that part.
Michael, I think you're wrong on that point.
I think, can me and Gavin stand as witnesses that he was friends with her in 6th grade?
Yeah?
I think Gavin can. Weren't you in my class?
Yeah, they're in the same 6th grade
I think
class.
I can too. I'll
Plus,
just
we
say-
were king and queen of the medieval feast, so it was pretty epic.
That is true.
Oh, you were?
And we'll get
That's
into
not
that
the fact
in just
I
a
was
minute.
disputing, but I'm glad we talked about it. Make sure that's verified.
It's like you don't agree with what I did?
No, liking her.
Oh,
Anyway,
fair enough.
Yes.
she wasn't the right fit for.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Go
I appreciate
ahead.
that.
Go ahead.
Okay, but anyway. So I asked her out to prom, basically. The poster wasn't as big of a problem this time, I feel like. It was pretty creative. My dad came up with it. It was pretty epic.
Nice job, Michael's dad.
Thanks,
What's up,
Dad.
Nathan? They're at the door.
It's not alright. It's
It's me.
She knows that you stole
Wait.
her identity. No, it's fine. I can say that because they don't know who that is.
Oh, the RA. Oh, okay.
Wait, but I actually
just
bleeped
blew
that.
Now we gotta bleep it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, that time it was your fault.
Now we
just
gotta-
wrecked it!
Did something that was good. Just ruined it.
Okay, so I asked her to prom. She said yes. It was all looking good so far.
Everything's gravy, baby.
Yeah. So,
Gravy.
there weren't any problems as far as prom went. Nothing like the doorstep scene. But there was an interesting scenario in the car. That sounded
The
weird,
limousine?
but no, during the date.
Oh,
So basically,
the not limousine.
we've dropped off, I think, everyone at that point,
Wait.
except for Operation Citadel.
You
On the way
dropped
back
off
from
me?
Yeah,
Okay.
because you couldn't drive still,
Yeah.
legally.
Bad times.
So it was just me and Operation Citadel in the car alone, and... okay, yeah, I'm not really saying
Where are
this
you
up
going
super
with
well,
this?
but basically, we get to talking about 6th grade and stuff and the medieval feast, and she's like, yeah, I actually liked you in 6th grade, and I was like, what?
Wait, did she say?
But I
like
don't
that
like it
exactly?
now.
No, but I don't
Sounds
remember
a little
exactly how it went
passive-aggressive.
down, but
I freaking hate you
That-
now.
that's
though.
you were actually attractive in 6th grade. Pretty sure you peaked in elementary school.
Oof.
Dang.
Probably would be true, actually.
That's a hopeful statement, but then again, 6th grade feels like forever ago.
That was literally 6 years ago. So, well,
That's
it was
crazy.
6 years ago.
We've lived
Right
6 years ago.
What?
Yes.
We've
Yeah.
been alive that long.
Yeah, but anyway, the point is, she dropped the bomb that she liked me in 6th grade, which was crazy because I also liked her in 6th grade.
You missed your chance, dog.
Yeah, I know.
That's what it's about.
It was pretty nuts.
No.
10 out of
So-
10 recommend not shooting your shot in 6th grade, but you know.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, so I was like, that's pretty cool. The dance was awesome. There was this one guy that kept coming up to us during the dance and like showing her pictures on his
He's a
phone.
snake.
And it was kind of not awesome. I
A
was
snake.
like, that's not cool, you dude.
But not the snake.
Yeah, but not snake.
Not Operation Snake. I thought we were talking about Kevin Durant for a second. Sorry, proceed.
But that's kind of a setup for the future, for the ending of Operation Citadel.
Kevin Durant.
So, already I've established that these guys have kind of this relationship, but I'm just kind of pushing that out of the way because she's a pretty good date. And
maybe her and this other guy.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about us,
no.
us, other ones here.
Let's talk about
No.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, the dance went pretty well. I got a hug instead of a high five, and also we had a limo.
Upgrades, people. Upgrades.
Yep.
The limo ride. The limo
ride was awesome.
With Jake the limo driver. What a stud.
Yeah.
We never did get
We never
a
saw him
second
again.
year of prom to.
We never got a second date with Jake. Alas.
Jake was a real one.
Yeah, he was awesome.
If you're out there, Jake, hit us up.
We miss you. Okay, but anyway.
So
I asked on another occasion. Actually, I think it might have been on the date, or like during prom. I found out that she hadn't seen Avengers Endgame, and I was like, "What? That's
Wait,
perfect."
did we just fast forward like a year or two?
No,
Well, this
Avengers
is the
Endgame
same.
came out the weekend before prom.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
We're old.
Wait, for real?
Yeah. Because they were both in April, remember?
No, it was
Or-
it was Infinity War that came out.
It was like the very end. Oh, was it?
Right?
Infinity War
I
was.
think Endgame came out like
was
the end of.
2019. Was this prom of 2019?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Wait.
Wait.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry. I hope I didn't say that this was prom senior year because this was prom junior year. Just to clarify.
Oh,
So-
but junior. It was when Endgame came out. Holy crap!
Yeah, that means that Infinity War came out when we were sophomores.
That's insane.
Yeah. We
Alright.
talked about it during walkie-talkie time.
Oh yeah,
Those are the good old days.
the good old days.
But anyway, so I was like, I got a second date secured now. We're gonna go see Endgame together. We're all good so far. So we go on the second date. It's a good time. I get 2 hugs from her instead of 1.
Oh
all right?
yeah.
It's looking pretty good.
Twice the pride, double the fall. Or I think I switched those wrong, but you know,
Something like that.
twice.
So anyway, things are looking up in our relationship. I'm like, I might try to keep this going. You know, I like her. I feel like she's kind of into me. So.
Josh has left the building.
He'll be back.
Josh,
Anyhow.
if you're listening to this, nice Ahsoka Legos. Pretty cool.
You already told him that. Why do you need to tell him that on the podcast?
Now he's going to be a listener.
Yeah, he recognizes that his name was mentioned on the podcast. He's like on the phone. But anyway, so things are looking up. But that's when I realize, not realize I guess, but I find out in my physics class that she's been putting her legs up on another man's legs.
Whoa! What?
In book club.
Wait,
or something.
Really?
Yeah,
like,
in Battle of the
physically,
Books,
like actually doing that?
Yeah, so like he's been sitting in this chair like across from her, and she like puts his legs up on her.
What
I mean,
the-
she puts
other way
her
around.
legs on his legs.
If I was married to a woman and she did that, that'd be no go.
That's
That right
that's
there-
pushing the boundaries.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, okay. But I found that out, and I was like, that explains it. And if this had just come out of the blue, I would have like doubted it. I probably would have done something differently. But I had seen this guy, the same guy, okay, come up to her during prom and like try to get all jazzy with her, and I was not cool with that.
Was that like a
jiggy
saxophone?
with it.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's copyright. My bad.
Stop that. So anyway, I was like, well, I guess it's time to keep it real with her, Chief. So I sent her a text and I was like, hey, I liked you in 6th grade too, and I still do kind of like you. And sorry, it's been super awkward, and I know you're a thing with this guy, but I hope that we can still be friends and stuff. And she sends me a text back like 6 hours later. Okay.
The wait.
Yeah. Yeah, by that point, I just
Painful
assumed
6
that...
hours. We've all felt that.
By that
all
point-
sent an I'm gonna keep it real text and felt that.
Yeah. By that point, I just assumed that she was just never going to text me back. But, so she sends me a text back, and basically she's like, yeah, it's been awesome being friends with you and stuff. But she doesn't once address anything important
That
in
you
the
said
text
in the
that I
text?
said. Yeah.
Oh.
Which
So-
either means that she's like she might have those
Yeah.
feelings for you, or she's too nice to tell you the truth.
Yeah,
Like,
she's putting me down easy. I feel like it's more the latter. just because that's her personality. Can you let him? No!
Interrupting the podcast. No, you're good.
Get out!
Sorry, Irish viewer. Irish are gonna be pissed, man. You know
Who is this? Josh lad.
That's his Scottish accent.
I'm sorry.
That's his Scottish.
What have I done?
Okay.
But yeah, basically she doesn't address anything that I wanted her to address. She doesn't address the fact that I liked her. She doesn't address the fact that I think that she's a thing with this other guy. So she's basically dodging all the important stuff. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess it's just done then. I didn't actually want to be friends with her anymore because she didn't give me what I wanted.
That sounds like some serious quid pro quo.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
But I
No,
understand. I understand
didn't
where
say
you're
that,
coming
right?
from.
Yeah.
I felt that before, like, you know.
Well,
You
if you
think-
ain't gonna do anything, then why waste my time? That's what I'm saying.
Well, it was more
That's
like
not what I was saying.
it was more like I would have rather her have like addressed it and let me down in a different way. I feel I would have felt more comfortable being friends with that rather than her just not addressing it because I felt like we were just kind of in that awkward area of like, is she gonna address it eventually, or should I bring it up
Exactly.
again? So I just
Yeah.
kind of stopped talking to her.
It's better to have the facts out there and know what's what
Yeah.
instead of just still being
What's
free-floating.
kicking it, you know?
Yeah.
Right. So that was Operation Citadel. Also, she's going to BYU.
Wait,
So-
really?
Yeah, last I checked.
Is there going to be a chapter 2 or something else?
Possibly. Shut up, Josh.
We're in the podcast. Our Irish people are gonna be pissed. No.
They don't have roommates in Ireland.
They
They
only
don't
have
understand.
potatoes.
Okay, now that might actually be a little bit.
Like, the accents was one thing. Now you're trashing our taters. Do you think Idaho has better? That was my
Idaho has
Scottish
better.
accent.
I don't know how to do an Irish versus a Scottish accent.
We're
That's not
very
important.
sorry to the nation of Ireland for all of this.
Yeah,
Head it out. We'll be back later.
sounds good.
Goodbye, Josh.
Bye, Josh.
Farewell.
It was nice
Nice
meeting
meeting you,
you.
gents.
Yeah.
You too.
Hey, we'll see you.
Thanks for being on the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
And the Irish people.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's got to be in the title.
Episode 6.
Guest
Feet
appearance,
Josh.
Josh.
Featuring Josh.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on. Let's move on to Operation Penguin. Not to be confused with Danny DeVito. That's a different podcast.
Waluigi.
Wah. Okay, but anyway.
Dude bites
So-
a dude's nose in Batman Returns.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome actually. That's what makes it better
That
than
wasn't
Batman
pretty
in my
awesome.
opinion.
You haven't seen Batman, so let's just continue
How do you
talking
know?
about what you were. You said it earlier.
Dang it. Okay. But if you remember in episode 4, again, Skylar also dated this woman, codenamed Penguin. He was the one, or she was the one that he went ice skating with. Or wait, no. She was actually the one that...
That she didn't.
That's right, yeah.
Because it was an unfortunate
Is
contradiction.
a series
Yeah,
of
she was the one
unfortunate-
that he, like, baked with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like got high. No.
What?
No.
That he,
That's
yeah.
what the rest of the world thinks. No, they made brownies. Well, that sounds bad too.
She was the one that he got baked with.
No.
Whoa.
She baked. No.
Stop.
She cooked.
Everything that comes out of your mouth sounds bad. I have to bleep that. What are you doing?
I'm a
Fixing your trash can.
I'm a resident advisor. I
sorry.
forgot.
Stop that.
But the trash.
Kowalski, what are you doing to Rico?
You know, next time we need to bring camping chairs.
We really need to
Yeah,
just.
sorry,
Alright.
I did not.
Buy
Let's
it,
proceed
buy it,
with
building.
the story.
Alright, so
One
basically,
building.
yeah, I had not known Operation Penguin for a long time. It was kind of the same thing as Operation Snake, where I saw her a couple times and I was like, she's pretty cute, so I'll ask her out. So I asked her out to homecoming senior year, okay? Inconsistency with the timeline.
Yes.
So, The bin. Connor is trying not to bend my garbage bin on which he is now sitting.
Unsuccessfully. All right, let's move on.
Wait, so that means that you did bend my garbage bin?
I bent it back.
But you bent it back? Because you said unsuccessfully.
Well, no,
You bent it back?
No, I successfully bent it. All right.
Ooh! Okay, but anyway.
Girl.
So I asked her out, and then she responded, and she said yes. So far, so good. And then
3 for 3, boys.
so far, so good with like the date and stuff. It was going pretty smoothly, I would say. But conversation, I think, was my first red flag because we didn't really have a lot in common. So there was a lot of like awkward silence, and that should have been a big warning sign. But
those were some quiet drives.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh wait. Oh, this is homecoming. Yeah, never mind. I talk to my dad a lot.
Oh.
We're good friends still. Anyway, sorry.
Stop trying to be relatable, Connor. This is unique to me.
My bad.
Okay, but when it really started to go down was when we drove to Pictures. And it was like silent pretty much the whole time. And I kept trying to
pictures
make
in the same spot 2 years ago. Oh wait.
Yeah.
Wait, no, never mind. This time it was different.
Yeah, this time
Was
it's
it?
different. We had the same picture spot for junior homecoming and prom, though.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, we did
Oh
that.
yeah. We did that at Thanksgiving Point, didn't we?
Yeah.
What?
Both of those.
That was
Oops.
hilarious.
We're like, what's this new place we haven't seen?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, it's the same thing.
I don't know how to get to this place, but I've heard it's good for pictures.
Anyway,
We just yeah.
we've already covered
Oh my
how
gosh.
crappy we are at planning
We're
dates.
terrible.
Just
In
learn
general.
from our mistakes and you'll do great.
Yeah, Irish.
That's
fellas.
actually pretty accurate.
Irish people.
Yeah.
Listen to our old Yankee voices, okay? And we'll tell you how to get a lass,
I'm
okay?
gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
Yankee.
But yeah, there's a lot. Like I started to try I tried to start a couple conversations with her, but it was like silent, and I could tell that it was just kind
She is-
the passion was
You
dying.
know, knowing her,
The
we were in the same English
flame.
class for at least
Forever.
2 or 3 years, and talking to her, there's a lot of stuff that she's willing to talk about, like she's interested in, but it's not stuff that me personally am interested in, and I feel like Michael and I have similar interests, at least on a general level. So
As demonstrated on the podcast.
yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Episode 3.
We just
surprisingly
yeah.
close.
When it boils down to it, we didn't have a lot in common. So I should have done more research into that before I asked her out in the first place.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
Thanks for being supportive.
Yeah.
But anyway,
It's past. I don't need to be supportive now.
Skylar actually came with us on that homecoming as well, and I could
Oh,
tell
yeah.
that she was more into talking with him than she was into talking with me. So I was like,
Yeah,
all right, that's cool.
it's
That's fine,
interesting.
Skylar.
If you wanna hear more about that thread, go check out episode 4.
Yeah.
I have in mind.
We don't go into homecoming super deep in that episode though, but we do go into Operation Penguin. Oh, that's bad. We do go into details about Operation
Right,
Penguin.
right.
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna freaking die at the wheel tonight, boys. I'm
Yeah,
serious.
we gotta
about it.
Anyway, so at the dance.
We're all set. It's actually fine.
That was my heart. It just dropped out of my
I
chest.
Totally
feel my
dropped.
heart crack.
All right.
Okay, but
Hearts have cracks.
so it was all just a downward spiral basically at the dance.
What cracks?
No.
What? At the dance, we also didn't talk, probably because she wasn't with me for like the entire dance. Actually, she ditched me.
She was taking
It was
pictures.
pretty epic. Yeah, she was taking pictures, but
It was an
So-
unfortunate miscommunication, if you will.
yeah,
That
kind of. But also,
basically,
she wasn't taking pictures the whole time.
Oh, really?
And I can tell because my next date, she had to do the same thing. She had to take pictures for the yearbook, but she was gone for like 5 minutes and then she came back. So I know for a fact that Operation Penguin didn't have to take pictures for the whole time. So yeah, she was just kind of trying to blow me off.
of
which was
course,
kinda
we
not
did
epic.
hit up the bathroom mosh that dance, and I think
Yeah.
we all lost track of our dates at that point.
Yeah. Okay. We're definitely not perfect dates. Don't get us wrong. But that was also not
It's
very
just
kosher.
senior prom. Or homecoming.
Senior
Yeah.
homecoming. Senior prom is not something that happened. Thanks, Kobe.
Yeah.
Well,
Thanks, COVID.
it's something that happened for me. But senior homecoming.
It sort of
didn't happen
happened for me, but it was
But anyway.
not super
switcheroo.
prom.
Let's get this done, boys. Come on, stay on
Let's
top.
blast through. We're almost through the Michael Chronicles.
Yep. So, the dance doesn't go super well, and it ends with the doorstep. Of course, it's just me and her. All right. The car ride. I'm like kind of. This is a bad on my part. All right. I should have treated this differently for sure. But I was like
Yeah.
pissed because she left me for the whole dance. So it was silent the whole way home. I didn't even play music the whole way home. It was just silent.
Oh
my gosh.
Wait,
I wanted her to
did you
stew in
drive
her
us
guilt.
that one?
No.
No.
Did you
Oh, I
punch
rode
her?
with you
What?
and
Did you punch her?
and
No.
the
No.
one girl that hates you.
Shame on you.
That's the one.
All right,
I'm
so
about to
I
say
would
your name.
kiss you, but I'm about to give you a mean right hook. She's like, what? Boom!
Punches her out the door.
That's what you get.
Wow.
The Me and the Boys podcast does not condone domestic abuse.
No. No.
Especially
No.
towards women.
I didn't do that. Okay.
Michael did not hit a girl.
Yes. I mean, no.
Correct.
You hit a girl.
Correct.
I need to trim up my sideburns. Good gosh. I'm gonna look like a
Stop that.
Civil War veteran or something. Sorry, proceed.
Is that General Lee?
No, General Lee is like the only one who didn't like that.
No, his
Don't.
sideburns still go off his ears, though.
Are you sure about that?
I'm gonna look
I'm
like
pretty
General
sure General
Burnside.
Lee's-
What are we talking
He's who they
about?
named
Burnsides
after.
have the
Actually, yeah,
mutton
he did
chops.
have quite
Yeah.
clean-shaven sideburns.
No, look, though, Robert E. Lee's hair goes off of his ears, though. Still.
Yeah, but it doesn't go down here. It just goes like off.
Well,
his
I
ear.
was just.
It's not a
I
sideburn, it's
needed
an
to.
ear burn.
I needed to be right about what I said. And I was.
Understandable. Have a great day.
I don't care what you guys said. I need to be right about what I said.
Elder Lancaster, ladies and gentlemen.
Alrighty.
You're having a hard time with Joseph Smith's perfection? Well, I don't know what to tell you.
But I'm right.
Yeah,
So,
F off.
whoa. Okay.
In Portuguese.
So anyway,
Are we on to the final chapter?
no, I have to finish the doorstep part.
Oh yeah.
You started stroking your sideburns and talking
Yeah,
about
sorry,
it.
my bad.
That was your bad.
I apologize, everyone.
Thank you.
What is it?
We don't accept your apology.
That's fine.
Okay. So I drove up to the doorstep. All right, not to the not to the doorstep, but to the church.
Boom, baby.
We're here. You're in my front room.
Some fries, stinka. You're in my room. Anyway.
Hit the
Sorry.
hey, lady. Opens the door for her. Backs out.
Ejector seat.
Slams right into her bed. Okay.
All right, so I drove up to her curb. All right, she gets out, and I don't say anything,
Well, you didn't say-
she closes the door, and I just drive off.
Oh.
The end.
Yikes.
I remember you telling us that at Sad Brother Hours, and I was like,
That really happened.
that was.
Yeah,
Perhaps
I was
not the best course.
pissed. I
Yeah.
skirted away though.
I remember we hung out with you right after.
Yeah.
Gavin, something's up with Michael.
Me killing all the sheep in Minecraft.
Meanwhile, me on the back of my tailgate, drinking 6 Cokes by the fire.
With your tie around your head.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
That was awesome.
drinking the pain away with
That part of
Coke.
that part of the dance was awesome. But anyhow, so Operation Penguin, not a huge success. So I get that she's more into like Skylar and stuff because they have a lot more in common, and I feel like Skylar is probably just a lot more respectful in general towards people.
He's a cool kid.
Skylar's
But-
a good guy.
He's
Yeah.
a cool cat.
Unlike
Cool kitten.
at least probably 3 of the 4 of us. Gavin, I think you're the
Good job,
best of
Gavin.
us at being.
A general.
Yeah, Gavin's story's next episode will actually be pretty successful. I feel like.
It's one of
in
those
his
where
favor. Kind of.
It's
we'll let you
unfinished.
decide. It is an unfortunate success that we'll
Yeah.
cover the details next time.
That's true. Alright, so that thus ends Operation Penguin. We now have one final operation to cover.
Don't say what's on there. Don't say that one.
Oh, well, why didn't you change it then?
I didn't know I was.
Make it up.
Just change it to a different
switch.
code.
I thought you guys were gonna say something.
I am going to say something right now.
That's the only reason I kept it, is because none of you guys said anything.
Consider this me saying something.
Okay, well, do you have an idea for a different operation name?
Joe Mama.
Everest.
Sure, alright, Everest.
I'll tell you why after.
I like Joe Mama.
Okay.
That makes one of us. Josh, I liked it. Shut up, Josh! Irish
Yo! He's back!
All right.
We're in the home stretch.
All right.
Operation. Took Ahsoka.
She's gone.
I left Shock T. No one cares about Shock T.
Hey.
She died like 3 times.
Oh yeah.
Somehow.
Anyway.
So Operation Everest. All right. So here's what happened. So I was in a couple classes with her. I don't know. I have to explain that every time, but that's basically how it went.
Yeah, we
with all
get
of
it.
them. Okay. Except for codename Citadel. But yeah. So we were talking a lot in said classes, and I was like, I might actually have a chance with her, but I'm not going to ask her out because she's probably not my type. But then she asked me out, actually, boys. She asked me out.
Wowzers.
Talking to Michael. Yeah.
The Australian one?
Yeah.
What a good guy.
Yeah.
Don't say his last name, though.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
She asked you out.
Uh-huh. So she asked me out to a girls' choice dance, alright, boys?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
You
I knew
remember
that.
You know who Operation Everest is who we're talking about?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that was a scary time for me as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay, then I broke it off for you, buddy.
Yeah.
This was
And also
during
for
the
me.
heat
It's
of
bad.
Operation Sentinel for me. So we were all
Yeah.
What girl's choice was that?
Sadie's. So it was the first one.
Okay,
It was the
so
first one
yeah.
in senior year.
And then
She asked me out to
I'm
Sadie's,
glad
and I was like,
my buddy's
Bad.
girlfriend asked me.
yeah. I was going into it. I had a mindset of like, I don't know her that well, and her friends are like super weird. No offense,
her friends.
it's her friends, but yeah, I didn't have a great attitude going into it. I didn't have a great mindset, but it turned out to be kind of fun because I feel like girls' choice dances in general are better than.
That's facts, right? Or
Gotcha.
that's actually not facts. I'm trying to
That's
think.
the opposite.
I had one that was awesome and
Is
one
that
that was
so?
terrible.
Yeah. Well,
I
I've
feel
only
like the
been to
biggest
one,
factor
but-
is that it's mostly stress free if you do it right as the boy.
That's very true.
So it might be completely opposite for the girls.
Yeah.
How are we supposed to know?
We did some
That's a good
crappy
point.
planning, so I'm not sure how the girls felt about ours.
Yeah, if we'd actually put some effort into our.
We were
Our
busy,
planning.
okay?
Yeah, Garlynn was.
Not there
Yeah.
for
For all but one.
yeah, and then the rest of them, we'd meet
You
at
were with
one
the
band.
buddies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd meet at one man band and just we did actually some okay planning, but
Okay.
yeah.
So anyway, she asked me out. It actually turned out to be a pretty good time. And then towards the end of the night, I was like, in the car, I was like, hey, I kind of pulled the crutchy. I was like, I didn't say that, but.
It's like, you know,
9 times out of 10, do not pull a crutchy.
9 times out of 10, that means you farted.
That is not what that means.
That is what that means. You do it the most out of our group.
I would
Since when?
beg to differ.
What do you mean? He says safety all the time.
I know, but I fart more than he does. I just don't say safety.
Okay, yeah. Actually.
Listen to the stats major.
I'm majoring in stats, and I'm your RA. You better listen to me, young buck. I've been here at this school 23 years.
Still majoring statistics.
We went to high school together, man.
Huh?
Living a double life.
I'm really 47.
Anyway,
That would
Oh,
be
goodness.
not great.
I pulled the crutchy. I was in the car. I was like,
You said.
so I kind of want to kiss you, and she was like, for real? And I was like, yeah.
Spot on impression.
Yeah, baby.
Thank you. But then there was like an issue with your parents and stuff, and so we didn't end up. doing
Parents are
that.
like,
How about you don't kiss
Nah,
that guy
dog.
because of reasons?
Yeah.
Because of reasons.
Yep. Exactly. So we hugged, and I had a pretty good time overall. And then she asked me out again to Sweethearts, and I was like, okay, that's cool. And then I had a good time again, and then we also didn't kiss because parents. But then I started asking her out, and I felt like I had a chance.
Round 3.
Yeah, because I finally found a woman that was into me, so I kind of lowered my standards. No offense to her.
That
but
was
also,
all offense to her, but whatever.
Yeah.
Boom!
But anyway.
Knuckle sand.
She was into me, so I took it. Yeah, we went out a couple times. We had some stuff in common. Stuff was going better than with Operation Penguin. Alright, and then we eventually did kiss.
You gotta tell the story.
But it was lame.
Maybe not the details, because you told us the details the first time, and that was unwanted. But just the initial part.
Sorry, you guys said you wanted the details.
We didn't know
you didn't want those details.
I didn't remember the details.
I don't think you were there. We were in the car, and Michael was like, by the way, this happened, and this is how it went.
I wasn't there for that.
I said those exact words, and you guys got uncomfortable.
Up until the point of the kiss. You do not need to tell us what happens.
Okay, alright. No,
after,
okay, yeah. I got
it. Or during the kiss.
What do you mean after?
Oh, it wasn't after. It was the during is the most of the problem.
Gotcha. Most of the okay, alright.
Is the problem.
Go ahead, Michael. I want to hear it.
I took her to a movie, Knives Out. Highly recommend.
Knives Out. That movie slapped. Dang, this was a little more recent then.
Yeah. But I took her out to that. It was a good time. But then I was like, I kind of brought it up again, and I feel like this is again my bad because I took a bad approach to this. I kind of like wore her down. I kept asking her if she wanted to kiss. I tried to be respectful in the way that like if she said no, I'd be like, okay, yeah, that's fine. But then I would ask her again like the next time if she felt comfortable doing it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
How about no? It worked, so I mean,
yeah.
good for you.
And then it worked that time, and then we kissed, and then yeah.
Wait, during the movie?
No. After
okay,
the movie.
good. I'm like, that's a good movie.
At
You
your
don't kiss
house?
during a good movie.
No.
Not that I would know.
In
But
the car?
No.
Maybe.
Outside the car?
no, we don't want that many details.
Inside the car. Because you said maybe, so yeah.
I said maybe to both of them.
But you went maybe and then did something with your eyes inside the car.
Yeah, because I was looking. No, I was looking at Connor because he was talking.
Okay, just tell us.
But point is, we
inside,
kissed,
outside,
and then we hung out a couple. We hung out a couple more times after that, and then I started to kind of realize like we don't really have that much in common after all. This was a little bit of a mistake. Like
You were just
it was.
cashing in for the.
You were just cashing in your checks.
Yeah. I'm a bad person.
Also,
It's
quarantine
okay.
might have played a small part in
I do agree there. Yeah, quarantine did play a small
Oh yeah,
part
this ended after
in that.
quarantine started.
Yeah. So quarantine hit, and so I didn't see her as often, and we were just like texting, and it was really hard to kind of hold that up. So it got to the point where I was just kind of sick of it, to be honest, because I
You
don't
definitely
like
run out of
texting.
things to talk about when you're not actually actively doing stuff.
I don't like holding up a relationship over text. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're not doing stuff together, so it's just not that fun.
too
And we-
much work.
Exactly, yeah. So I ended up cutting it off, and we were both pretty cool about it. And I was like, we can still be friends, but we haven't talked that much since. So yeah, that's the end of the Michael Chronicles. Hope you
It
enjoyed.
was good.
Yeah, that
That's
was
probably
really
the
drawn out.
longest
So.
podcast ever.
Actually, yeah, I think it's longer than the Star Wars episode, to be honest.
Goodness.
Wow, this.
We
I
covered
have
more
had a
topics
fun
than-
night here at Brigham Young.
You're,
What am I
alma
talking
mater?
about? I'll live here.
You do live
I
here. You're
live
the RA.
here. Yeah, I'm the RA. I have to go back to my dorm in Human Halls, building number 9. Hopefully I don't see them.
Trash cans are still doing good, holding up, so that's nice.
Don't worry, I'll get you some new ones if they break. I'm the RA.
Yeah, okay. One more time, rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman.
This episode was dedicated to him.
This episode was dedicated to him,
And
even though
Josh.
I was not
And-
super
yeah.
respectful in general
And Josh.
towards a lot of people.
And
But
Josh.
We do agree. It's sad. He was an icon for sure.
oh yeah, definitely. Thank you guys for listening. Reminder again, go ahead and feel free to DM the Instagram at Spectre Squad Films for ideas on the podcast and stuff that you want us to talk about.
All right. This is Connor Crutchfield signing off.
This is Garlynn Lancaster, the RA, Brigham Young University, graduate, valedictorian, statistics major, and some big old badonk donks
No,
in the back.
that's not what it.
I got a big old wagon. What did you want me to say? It's mouth
Done
it.
for donuts.
Oh, I bought everybody done for donuts.
There you go.
Anyways, I'm signing off with my big old wagon.
I'm done for donuts.
This is Gavin Clifton signing off.
I was expecting a lot more after Garlynn's, to be honest.
No, the
Don't
rest of
have
us are
anything
normal.
to follow that.
And I'm Michael Cunningham signing off. Thank you guys for listening, and we will see you next time.